Welcome back to Reclaiming Your Masculinity. My name is Ray, and let's talk about males' issues. One of the most ridiculed male issue is sexual harassment. You will notice that when a man is being harassed, he will always be ridiculed, laughed at. He will always be made fun of. For some reason, he's supposed to enjoy or like it because it's a female. Because, hey, why wouldn't you like it, right? When you switch the roles, then all of a sudden, it's a big issue. Which I come to the conclusion that sexism towards males, especially in this day and age, is now approved by society. It's enabled and approved. Nobody cares a single rat's about man. And here is how you can stop this. Unity. If men started to unite, if men started taking these issues serious, this will become a thing of the past. Now I can ridicule men, myself, and I can do and will do that later on, about not supporting each other, because this is one of the problems that's causing this to stay around. Enablers. Being silent because you're afraid that you won't have a shot with a certain female. You're afraid that you're being laughed at. You're afraid of your job. And all this means is that you're willing to sell your integrity, your honor, your respect and self-respect for nothing more than a pile of paper that you can get elsewhere, where they do respect you, where they don't harass men, etc. So here is just a little Reddit post. Yesterday posted. Touchy subject. Would you think my female boss, divorced, a 48-year-old female, is interested in more than just work with me, and he's a male of 50 years old? Or is this sexual harassment? In the first 9 weeks at my new job, she has rubbed in the middle of my back when we were talking when we first met within the first week. She came up behind my back 3 different times when I didn't know she was behind me and put her hands around my neck for a data entry mistake. Walked by me and patted me on the back and came up and started bumping her hands on my thigh to talk to me. She has playfully slapped me for a data entry mistake. She has made innuendo comments to me more than once and also has asked me to dance with her while working in the warehouse. I haven't laid a finger on her. She keeps getting close and seems overly helpful also. Now, before we're going to answer and react to this, I want you to imagine this. The boss is now this 50 years old male, and the employee is a divorced 48 years old female. How are you going to see it right now? Just as a thought, just a thought. And they start, and she's going to come up with this topic, this title, and starts off with, in only 9 weeks at my job, he has rubbed in the middle of my back when we were talking when we first met within the first week. Let that sink in. What is your first thought that's going to come up? Ah, now exactly that is the same thing for this man. Because it's sexual harassment. She could legit like you and be flirting, but as he's your boss and you're an employee, so it's sexual harassment, which it is. You don't have to be in a subordinate position for it to be sexual harassment. Can be from a colleague to regardless of reporting relationships. This guy is uncomfortable with this female. The fact that he says, or is this sexual harassment? Yeah, but men cannot experience this. Oh, can't they? So you're saying that a man should just enjoy this because it's a female? With that conclusion, with that kind of logic, we should also assume that a woman is dying for male attention. That any man who touches her is also pleasant for her. Well, that will be a one standard instead of a double standard, right? Because fair is fair. If you're going to accuse a man for supposed like this, or laugh at him, you should do the exact same thing for women. Now, I have left a comment myself. Ask yourself this: if the roles were reversed and the man did it to a woman, what would you think this would be called? That is the answer you're looking for in your case. What goes for a man also goes for a woman. If I reported it, being a male, I'd probably get left out the door and the job. And I said, that is indeed correct. Because of the open sexism towards men right now that is enabled. Regardless of that, you should still do it and call people out for refusing to recognize it. Those who laugh about it will face their karma for it. What people call karma, they call it a punishment of God, or anything you think is fit in that case. I don't call it karma, but you may call it. That's why I did it in between. Karma. Quote unquote. I've seen men laughing at other men because of this, ended up getting cheated on, and nobody took them serious and laughed at them, got gaslighted and more. And this is something I have done to those guys as well. Because if you're gonna laugh at somebody, you're pissing me off. You're pissing me off because now you're saying, ha ha, you're a man, you're just a loser, ha ha, you don't like it, and eventually you're gonna get cheated on. You know what I said? Don't you like getting cucked? It's funny now, isn't it? The only thing he said was, that really hurts. Oh no, Rah? Oh, I thought it was something funny. Because you thought it was funny to laugh at somebody. And it was a Dutch guy. It's like this. They can laugh today, but they will cry tomorrow. Because someone's misery isn't something to laugh at. Then, my second reaction. Plus, get another job. Get the hell out of there. Because apparently, here, looks like I'm the one who's going to get hurt. If I report it, she's got 24 years experience. That might mean she got 24 years of harassment behind her though. I think you're right, she's good at sneaking her hands on you when you're not expecting it, and she's not afraid to do it either. Which tells you this: if she has 24 years experience with this, then you're dealing with a female who has NPD. No empathy, doesn't want to be held accountable, and definitely no self-reflection. Someone who is that manipulative will make your life a living hell. Ask yourself this: is that worth it for a monthly salary when there are other options out there? When there are options to work elsewhere, the choice is yours, my brother. I feel for you, but you must make a good choice, I must add. Because if I'm reading this, that says everything. I cannot just sit still and say, oh, okay, well, yeah, I guess, you should, no, I cannot do that. I gotta cut the chase and tell what the hell is going on and make the right choice. It's all about choices. If you're gonna stay and work there, I'm sorry, but then you deserve everything that's coming to you. So, this is open sexism towards men. Especially because he says, looks like I'm the one who's going to get hurt if I reported she got 24 years experience. Because he will be laughed at, which he told me, out the door and the job. But my brother, why is your salary worth that much stress, that much uncomfortable work experience? If you're going to stay, hey, I'm going to say this, but then you have no rights to complain. That's about it. The choice is yours. That goes for everyone else. Think about this for a second. And guys, we need to unite and stick with each other and call this for what it really is, instead of being a little child, because eventually this will hold us back if we're gonna laugh about these other guys having this problem. What's fair is fair, what's unfair is unfair, but we gotta call out what we gotta call out. Justice needs to be served, and if we're gonna be silent, we deserve everything that's coming at us because we chose to be silent. With that, I end this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.